Hello everybody, it's Foxy speaking, and welcome to another episode of Foxy's Fun Inspirational Chats. And today I will be your host. And in this episode, this is an episode set for Christmas time. About a kitten. It was his first Christmas with his new family. Although he was only a few months old, about 3 months old at the time, 3 to 4 months of age, this was his first ever Christmas. He didn't know what Christmas was, but in the days before Christmas, the kitten would always hear his family talking about Christmas to the husband and wife and their little son. They were always talking about Christmas, since Christmas was almost around the corner, just over a number of weeks away from one's sights. The kitten liked hearing his owner's conversations, but just didn't understand Christmas. He didn't even know it. It was his first time experiencing Christmas. So, he didn't really know what to do when experiencing his first Christmas. And this kitten's name was Kipper. Kipper's first Christmas. A few days had passed. It was only 14 days until Christmas, and the parents of the boy, the owners of the cat, had already begun the Christmas shopping for buying presents for the family and for themselves, as well as the Christmas dinner for whenever having family over for a Christmas dinner. Meow, meow, Kipper went. It seems like a nice time of year, but I just don't fully understand it yet. Kipper, who wanted to know what Christmas was beginning to feel a little frustrated, but happy at the same time, because he just could not fully understand Christmas. He had nothing against Christmas, but just struggled to understand it properly enough. The owner's boy, whose name was Kevin, who named the kitten Kipper, Kevin said, "Hey Kipper, I've just come home from school, and I've told everybody my Santa's list for Christmas. Only 14 days to go, and then it's Christmas. We celebrate with you." And he began stroking the cat and began to tickle Kipper the cat and the kitten in excitement. Kipper liked affection. And after receiving some affection from the little boy Kevin, Kipper was beginning to wonder, was actually beginning to get the idea as to why Christmas is a special time of year. The days and week and many days had passed. School had finished for the Christmas holiday season, and now as the Christmas holiday season was beginning to roll in, Kipper had a better understanding as to what Christmas was. Even though he could not fully understand it properly, he was beginning to see the idea as to why it was exciting, even though he had nothing against Christmas. "Oh, I think this is going to be a nice time of year after all," Kipper said. "I'm still learning it, and hopefully I'm going to understand it to the point where I know it very, very well," Kipper said. Kipper was a happy kitten. He was happy to have a loving family and was very happy to be experiencing a wonderful traditional time of year, Christmas, for the first time in his cat life, even though he was not a fully grown cat yet. It was Christmas Eve. All the house was decorated with tinsel streaming over the walls and a great big and lots of paper chains and tinsel decorated over the walls and tinsel wrapped around a Christmas tree like a blanket wrapped around someone when they're sleeping on the sofa or in bed. Everything looked wonderful. The household looked wonderful, with lights sparkling like stars on the Christmas tree. And all the other houses along the neighbourhood, parts of the outside was certainly looking very Christmassy, with garland pinned on one's front door, but luckily detachable to save for the next Christmas season. Kipper, although he wanted to go out but didn't like the snow, looking out at the windows, he began to feel so happy about Christmas, seeing all the houses from the house next door, other houses next door over the other side across the road, all decorated in traditional Christmas fashion. He was like, I love this time of year. Just do we have it every day though, he asked. He didn't know that Christmas was only around once a year, but he was very happy to be experiencing it for the first time in his life. It was bedtime, and Kipper went into his little basket and fell fast asleep, whilst Kevin's parents tucked him comfortably into bed and said, "Good night, Santa comes at midnight tonight, and you won't get presents in the morning, so please go to sleep," his parents said as they turned Kevin's bedroom light out and closed the door, and Kevin went happily to sleep, dreaming of all the wonderful presents he would be getting for Christmas. Then Kipper fell peacefully to sleep too, dreaming of what a wonderful Christmas holiday season he would be having, his first ever Christmas season he will be experiencing. It was Christmas Day. Kevin was excited. He woke up his parents with an absolute thrill of excitement. "Mum, Dad, wake up, it's Christmas! Kipper, wake up, it's Christmas!" "Meow," Kipper said, and rushed into Kevin's parents' bedroom and jumped on their bed, began purring, trying to get Kevin's parents' attention alongside Kevin as well. "Morning, Kevin, morning, Kipper," they said. "Time for presents," they said, and so they all hurried down the stairs and began opening their Christmas presents. Kevin decided to go first and open up his present. Then Kipper began to open his present too. Kipper, though a kitten, he looked at the present, but was sure he had an idea as to how to rip the wrapping paper off. So he got his chiselly, razor-sharp claws into action and ripped the wrapping paper, ripping it until there was no more wrapping paper left, and he saw his Christmas present. His Christmas present was some cat treats in a Santa box. Kipper said meow as a gesture of thanks to Kevin's parents and began tucking away, eating all his Christmas treats as his Christmas present Kevin and his parents got for him as a Christmas present. Soon all the presents were unwrapped and the Christmas meals and the Christmas television cartoons and programs were on the television all into fruition. And before long, some family came round saying Merry Christmas to Kevin and his parents, and as well as saying Merry Christmas to Kipper as it was his first Christmas. Kipper was such a happy kitten, he just wanted the Christmas season to last forever and ever. It was a fabulous Christmas meal. Even Kipper got to share some of the food with Kevin's parents and Kevin's family, as well as having his own Christmas dinner. Kipper was such a happy kitten, he just wished he was a kitten in Christmas forever. And soon the Christmas day was over, and Kipper and Kevin fell happily to sleep, thinking of what a wonderful first Christmas Kipper the kitten had. The end. Well, thanks all indeed for watching this video, everybody. As anyone could imagine, when you're saying you have your first, when anyone has their first Christmas memory, they won't entirely understand what it is at first, but when you get old, as the years go by, one begins to understand it better. It's pretty similar for a cat, really, in the similarity, complexity with the humans and cat race similarity as well, but not to be discriminative or anything, certainly not. But thanks all indeed for watching. Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below, and thanks all for watching this episode of Foxy's Fun Inspirational Chats. Ta-ta, another time. From Foxy.